Hi everyone, I'm back. This is Waltriessa with vlog number 11, Confessions of SHOWBIZ, my industry journey. So, this brings us to the time where I've been living in Las Vegas and I am very, very brand new here, and I got two jobs here in the city. One was at the Mandalay Bay Resort and the other was at the Venetian Resort. Oh boy. So, the one at the Venetian, I was actually working at the Wax Museum, Madame Tussauds, however you say it, tomato, tomato. Um, I was working there and I was working at the American Idol Experience, to be exact. And this is where people came in, they got to experience singing, like as if they were on American Idol, the stage. And one of the wax figures, Simon Cowell, and the other guy, I can't think of his name right now, it's been so long. The guy that hosts the show, Ryan Seacrest. They were the two wax figures at the actual experience from American Idol. So you got to sing and everything, and I was the only one that worked in there during my shift. And then we had other people that came in, and they worked along with me like earlier in my shift, but at night I closed up the wax museum by myself, which was like quite scary. But I had to work these two jobs in order to like pay my bills and continue to pursue dance as a profession here in Las Vegas. So that's what I did when that was my first like jobs here, was like working there. But I ended up flooding out my apartment the very first summer, and it was around August. I fell asleep. I got home at like 2:30 from working both jobs that Saturday, and it was like 2:30 in the morning, and I flooded my entire apartment to about an inch of water. Oh my goodness, it was horrible. I woke up crying because what happened was I fell asleep while the bathtub water was running. That's how tired I was from working two jobs consistently. I think I only had one day off every week, if that. A lot of times I didn't even have that. So I was extremely exhausted, and then also on top of it, trying to go to auditions in between like my shifts, my work shifts. So it was not easy at all. I ended up flooding out of my apartment. Praise God that I did not electrocute myself when I stepped onto the carpet floor. I didn't electrocute myself because I had remembered to put all of my cords, electrical cords, like from the television and whatever else electronic that I had, and put them above the floor. So they were all taped to something higher. So thank goodness I had did that. Even the guy that came to clean out my apartment was like, that someone above was looking out for you. And I'm like, yes, God. Thank God for him looking out for me and making sure that I did not die and get electrocuted when I stepped on the floor. But I was super sad about this whole incident, and I learned a valuable lesson. It's important to not yeah, it's important to not work too much to where you are so exhausted and you lose like sight of things. You're not paying enough attention. Yes, it's important that we pay our bills. Yes, it's important that we make enough money. But working those two jobs, like, I told myself like I would not do that on a consistent basis again. Yes, I've done gigs back to back, like in the same day, and oh my goodness, that was insane too. And I'll tell you guys more about that as we do more vlogs. But as far as for this vlog for this year that we're in for this vlog, I had those two jobs. I don't work those two jobs anymore, thank goodness. Like, no way. But something really good came out of that year. They brought all the music awards here that year. For whatever reason, they didn't have them in the cities where they normally had them. So we had like the Billboard Music Awards, Latin Grammys, Latin Billboard Music Awards, Radio Music Awards, you name the music award, BET Music Awards. We had it all. We had everything that year. So remember I told you guys about being a seat filler? Well, I decided to be a seat filler for every award show that came here that year, and I brought my friend Lacey with me, and we had an amazing time. We actually were very lucky to where like we didn't have to have our seat changed a lot. Like when you're a seat filler, they put you by certain artists that are attending the show, singing artists, performing artists, actors, models, you name it, everyone's there. So this particular year, I sat by Mariah Carey for one of the award shows, like right behind her crew and team and her. And so that was really neat because like I got to see what she really looks like up close, and I was like, woo, not impressed. Let's just say that. But she just wore her jeans like way too low. They needed to be sitting up way higher, and she was a lot bigger of a girl than I like thought that she was. So I was like, wow. No, not impressed at all. So anyways, we got to see Hulk Hogan, and growing up, I loved wrestling so much, and even at that point of my journey, I still really liked wrestling. I don't watch it anymore, but I really, really liked wrestling a lot back then. WWE used to be called WWF. They kicked the F out because of the Wildlife Federation people, whatever, taking over their name. So it was really cool. We got to meet Hulk Hogan and his daughter Brooke Hogan, which was like so cool. I know, Jimmy too. We got to meet Brooke Hogan and Hulk Hogan, and it was really cool because we sat right next to them at the Radio Music Awards. And then Hulk Hogan and Brooke Hogan, they gave us the phone number to Brooke's cell phone number, and we got to go and hang out with them at the Palms Resort here in Las Vegas. It was so much fun. We got to see her perform. It was like in a very small, intimate lounge, so very few people were invited. It was like invite only. And at the time, Brooke wasn't even old enough to go with us, like dancing afterwards, because she wasn't even 21. Like, oh my goodness. But we had such a blast, me and my friend, like getting to hang out with them. Hulk Hogan is such a down-to-earth guy. He told me that he doesn't watch wrestling anymore either. Like he's come back since then, like for like appearances, but he's like, I don't watch wrestling anymore either. And he didn't watch anymore, he said, because The Rock wasn't there, and The Rock was his favorite character, which like I could relate because that was my favorite character. Along with like Batista, and so and then there was somebody else. I can't, Randy Orton. That's who it was. I was like, I don't know why I can't think of their names right now, but I also really liked Randy Orton. But you guys, this was a very interesting year. It was a very fun year, and stay tuned for the pictures for me getting to hang out with Hulk Hogan and Brooke Hogan at the Palms Resort, and see you guys at vlog number 12.